Welcome back to my channel. So yesterday we discussed some of the topics. Let's look into some of the topics. So when we are talking about the layers of the atmosphere or the hydrosphere, lithosphere or atmosphere, these are the major components that consist with the earth. So these have some significances. So yesterday we seen about the continents and oceans. So when I am talking about the lithosphere, when we are talking about the lithosphere, the term litho means relates to land. That means in lithosphere we mainly categorize into two types. That is, one is basing upon the large landmass. The area of the large land masses are known as the continents, and the large water bodies are known as ocean basins. So yesterday we completed both of these continents and ocean basins, right? So these are exist in the lithosphere. So the lithosphere, the term litho means, as I said, it corresponds to the meaning land. So all the features relating to the land all exist in this lithosphere. So when you are talking about the lithosphere, the land in our earth, one by third of the land is occupied by the land. That means remaining the 3/4 of the land, that means approximately 1/4, remaining 3/4 of the earth is occupied by water. But we have 3/4 of water, but most of the water are exists in the oceans as a salt water and other ice caps or ice melting regions. But as a final result, we have only 1% of fresh water. So through our country, our earth is 3/4 of water, but we have, for our human drinking purposes, only 1% of the fresh water. That's why we are suffering as a water lacking country. As our earth, we consider it is a blue planet. That means the term blue indicates for the water bodies, but still we are suffering from water due to this problem, because most of them are present in the form of seas and oceans, in the form of salt water and other impurities exists in different forms. So this is the major drawback we are suffering due to water, right? This is regarding lithosphere. Next one is the hydrosphere. So hydrosphere means, as we discussed it now, it relates to the term hydro relates to the water. So I already said 3/4 of our earth consists of water bodies. And the next one is atmosphere. This is the vast topic among these three, because when you are talking about the atmosphere, the term atmo refers to the air. That means all the particles that exist in the air, it may be gases or other chemicals, that comes under this atmosphere, right? So in this atmosphere, again there are so many classifications. The main two classifications are, in this atmosphere I can say that they are thermal and magneto-electrical, right? There are two main classifications of atmosphere. Let us look into the all layers of the atmosphere. The two main classifications are thermal and magneto-electrical. So when you are talking about the thermal, in this again there are two categories. One is homosphere and another one is heterosphere, right? Homosphere, heterosphere. So homosphere means nothing, guys. Homosphere means it is a uniform mixture of gases, and on the other side, heterosphere means non-uniform mixture of gases, right? Let's look into the deeper into this homosphere and heterosphere. So what are in this again? What are the classifications that exist in these layers, right? So now in a first in homosphere there exists as that is the bottommost layer of this that is lowermost layer of this homosphere is troposphere. In this troposphere, all the that is the this is Earth means the above layer of Earth is known as the troposphere. But when compared to the atmosphere, it is the upper lowermost layer, right? So the layer above the troposphere, that means not next layer. So correspondingly after this particular limitation, there is another one to the top of this troposphere known as the topopause. That means it is the maximum limit of this troposphere, right? This is regarding the troposphere. Here one thing we have to notice in troposphere, the temperature decreases with increase in altitude. Temperature decreases with increase in altitude. With increase in altitude, the temperature gets decreases. This is the main point we have to note here, right? Next one is stratosphere. So when we are talking about stratosphere, it is the next layer. This is the first layer above that, and the next one is the stratosphere. So in stratosphere, what you have to note, the main thing is here there are no clouds exists here. No clouds present in the stratosphere. This is one of the important point. No clouds present in the stratosphere. So here our important one of the layer, that is ozone layer, exists in the stratosphere in order to protect us from it absorbs the radiations that present in the universe, and it helps us to protect the earth from the harmful UV radiations that are emitting from the sun. So that is the major responsibility of this ozone layer. So due to this there occurs the feature of the stratosphere known as here temperature increases with increase in altitude, right, due to the presence of the ozone layer. So when we are talking about the thermosphere also, same phenomenon happens as temperature increases with the increase in altitude. No, as temperature increases, not with increase in altitude. Here in this case, it increases with altitude. Here temperature increases with increase in altitude, but there leads to, due to some other characteristic, they changes. That I say when I went into that topic, right? So this is regarding stratosphere, and the next one is mesosphere. So mesosphere, when you are talking about that, it is a cold region. Mesosphere. It is a cold region, guys. In this, the temperature exists at minus 80 degrees Celsius. That means it is very cold region. Minus 80 degrees Celsius. It is very cold region. So all the polar ice meltings, polar cap meltings, all these characteristics all undergoes in this mesosphere, right? So up to now, this is that are the layers that present in the homosphere. Let's look into the thermosphere, which is present in the heterosphere. That means homosphere means uniform mixture of gases. That is another heterosphere means non-uniform mixture of gases. So first, whatever we see now up to these three that are present in the homosphere. Now which we are looking, that is thermosphere, which is present in the heterosphere. That is heterosphere means which is for non-uniform mixture of gases, right? Now thermosphere. So this is under the category of heterosphere. Nothing, guys. There, first of all, what we require, that comes under the homosphere. That means here what happens means in these layers, in these zones, what happens means all the gases which are in there are on the mixture of equal proportion of equal ratio. But here the gases may be in different ratios. They are not in the different equal mixtures. They may be differ. One may be high, one may be low. That's it regarding this, guys. Nothing from there apart from that, right? So thermosphere. When you are talking about the thermosphere, here all the term itself, we can say that it is heat, relating to the heat. So here temperature increases with increase in density bodies which are present in it. Density bodies. Temperature increases with a decrease in density bodies. That means what happens, guys? So this is the earth. That means it is the ground. So what happens at the ground exactly? It have the high density. At ground exactly it is having the high density. So what happens means when you are moving away from this level to the high means the density correspondingly decreases. The density that is rho correspondingly decreases when you are moving from the our base that is ground to the higher levels. The density correspondingly decreases. So generally we are listening, guys. What we are listening? So many mountaineers or travelers going to the climb the mountains, big mountains. They are traveling. They are carrying the oxygen cylinders. Why they are carrying the oxygen cylinders? Means in order for air. Why means why the air is low for breathing purpose? It means so in order when you are going high up to these layers above the thermosphere in these regions, the density of the air gets reduces so that we are unable to breathe. So that the climbers or mountains who are going for climbing the bigger and higher mountains that exist in the world, they carry the oxygen cylinders for this purpose. So this is the main reason for carrying the oxygen cylinders, right? So that they carry this, right? Understand now? That's it. Next. So this is regarding the thermosphere. Main concept we have to know. And another thing is that many international research stations are built in this thermosphere for various observations and research purposes are all built in this thermosphere, right? And the next one in thermosphere, again there are two types. That is the outermost layers of thermosphere. That is, the first one is in thermosphere. I am classifying the two types. That is, the first one is in thermosphere. One is the ionosphere, and the second one is exosphere. So, when you are talking about the ionosphere, here the ionosphere tells us to what it tells us means according the melting of ices. It is ice region, completely ice region goes through this ionosphere, right? And the exosphere, when you are seeing about this exosphere, what happens in these regions means so all the elements which are above the thermosphere are all considered as the exosphere, right? So in exosphere, the typical features of this exosphere are, it is the outermost layer of this thermosphere. So there exists some of the particles due to various reactions that are occurring in the atmosphere. So they leads to some of the reactions and leads to some of the actions that are taking place in exosphere that are occurring in the nature, right? So these are regarding the exosphere, ionosphere, right? Let's move to our next topic. That is, we consider now up to now what we see means we completed our first subpart. That means in atmosphere there are two mainly subcategorization into two parts. That is, one is thermal, I said at starting of this session, and another one is magneto-electrical. So up to now we completed thermal. Now we have to look into our magneto-electrical, which is also the part of the question, layers of the atmosphere, right? Now when we are seeing that magneto-electrical, it is a bit interesting in comparing to this, but also when you are saying this, it is also controversial, still going the controversial on this. So magneto-electrical. So magneto-electrical, what happens here means here the earth has its own geomagnetic field and the sun has its emission, and there is a interaction between these two due to the forces that exist between this, right? So what happens with this magneto-electrical have two subdivisions. The one is plasmosphere and the second one is magnetosphere. So what happens in the plasmosphere means so there exists a plasma that presents in the plasmosphere. So due to this there are no gases that present in the exists in the plasmosphere, right? And when we are talking about the magnetosphere, there exists a magnetotile, so which appears and which helps us to observe the light, which helps us to observe that one only in the night time only. It is possible to observe the magnetotile only in the night time. So that means how, like it means in previously exosphere, that is in thermal category, exosphere. Here again there are four regions are there. One is D, E, F2, F and F1. So which helps us to observe the hot X-rays, soft X-rays and UV X-rays that are emitting from the atmosphere. So like that here also in a magnetosphere, magnetite, which is helps us to view in the night time only. Here the D region which is present in this layer in exosphere, that is in thermal part, which helps us to view in the daytime only. Like that there are some limitations are there. That is regarding this chapter guys. We successfully completed this chapter. So this is mainly a simple concept, nothing is the oceans, continents and this surroundings. And the last one thing, after completion of this atmosphere, one thing you have to understand is, so the life exists, right? So where we are living, the life exists in this, where this combined land, air, water. Land means I said lithosphere, water means hydrosphere, and air means atmosphere. In this atmosphere, it is a vast topic. Again, in that so many layers are there. According to the subcategories, I all explained clearly and perfectly, right? So by combining all these three, we get the biosphere. That means the term bio means life, which exists the life form corresponding living in that only, right? So lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere. So there is a region, the combination region is there, no intersection region, that is known as the biosphere. That means litho, atmo, hydro. So all these regions where intersect, that means in this biosphere there exists a land, air and water. So which are having all features for the essential, which are essential for the human beings to live and let their lives happily with their families, right? This is the layer we are living in, where life exists, that is biosphere, right? So that is regarding that. Let's move our GK point as usually. Up to this we completed our lesson. Move to our next lesson in the next class, right? So as moving to the GK part, today we can see the two largest islands. As I missed one of the island in the last class, right? So the 9th largest island, that is Britain, are known as Great Britain Island. It has an area of 2,09,350 kilometers, and it is governing countries, of course. Britain means it is governing countries, United Kingdom. So, and the next 10th largest island is Eris Maris. So, which is the 10th largest island? It has its governing countries, Canada, and it has an area of 1,96,200 kilometers. So this Eris Maris is the 3rd largest island that exists in the Canada Arctic archipelago, right? That's it for today. Meet you in the next class with very interesting topics. It's Trilli Teja. For any further informations and for daily updates, what I am going to teach you and what I am going to explain you, all will be available in the description below. So kindly visit that for your better availability. All my social media links will be there. You can join with me for daily updates, right? It's Trilli Teja. Until then, keep smiling. Meet you in the next video. Have a nice day again. Bye.